prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish, and someday you will be a real boy.
Real boy, real boy. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Boys Podcast. This is your host, Michael Rogers. I hope everyone's doing okay today. I'm not really doing okay today. I'm kind of at a low today. How could I not be? I just now got back from the Megan Thee Stallion concert, and I'm sad. Oh, wait, it's not. Oh, that was a Kamala Harris rally? Oh, didn't know. Oh, well. I stayed for the Megan Thee Stallion, you know. She was shot by a rapper. I'm pretty sure he shot at her feet or something, yeah. No. Was it Tory Lanez? Yeah. Okay, I'm not yeah. Okay. Well, I went to the concert, and it was a blast. I thought that she was opening up for someone. I kind of blanked out the last 45 minutes I was there. I was so excited about seeing Megan Thee Stallion, and everything else just kind of melted in. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna throw a presidential candidate rally, why would you not get somebody better like Lizzo? Lizzo needs the attention right now. She got in all that trouble, with the bananas and stuff a little while back, and treating her, her dancers wrong. But it's time for Lizzo to come back. She dropped down a little bit, and it's time for her to get on that stage too and push Kamala on through. Who's excited about that? Who's ready for Mama La Kamala to be the new president? She's gonna win, and every media outlet and Democratic such and such, and they're gonna make sure of it. They're gonna make sure that Kamala basically, I wouldn't say steals, but like, if she becomes president, that'll be like a group of your friends going to a concert, and you're supposed to go, and everybody's pretty excited about it, and you've went to concerts for the last 4 years with them, and even though it got a little choppy here and there, it was tolerable. You get so obliterated that you can't even make sentences and stuff, and make a proverbial ass out of yourself in front of people. But hey, the whole crowd still loves you. You cancel your plans because you shouldn't have never been there anyways for the last 4 years, and everybody fucking knows it. And you invite another friend, give her your concert ticket, and don't tell your other friends about it until you've done told her or him or they, them, that they can go instead of you. That's what this president, and then she'll get there, and it'll seem okay, when everybody's texting back and forth before the concert and talking to each other, and everybody's like, oh, well, maybe she's different or better or blah, 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 or he or whatever. And then they get there, and they're going to be annoying, and they're going to try to make conversation with you, but, you ain't going to know what the hell they're talking about because they don't even know what they're talking about. That's what her presidency will be. Do I blame Donald Trump for not wanting to debate her? No. Donald Trump seems like the kind of guy that goes home and loosens his tie and pours himself a Arnold Palmer, looks at Ivanka, and tells her, "I'm not talking to you today, you stupid, you know." I don't blame him for not wanting to debate her. He probably doesn't debate at home with his own wife, and by debate I mean argue. That's a man that he doesn't have to argue or debate with women or anybody for that matter, but they're gonna twist this in a way. Oh well, he's scared of a woman. He's, like I've told people before, he's above all that. Like, not saying that he's any kind of great moral stature he don't have to be there. That should tell everybody everything they need to know. He does not have to be there. He's not worried about it. If he wanted to, he could hop a flight to right this second to an unextraditable country and live like the fattest king there and never have to worry about anything ever again in his life. So he needs to throw a concert with Kodak Black. Kodak, get up there and hit Super Gremlin for DJT, baby. He wins this if he gets Kodak Black to get up there with that DJ. Excuse me. That stops the beat every other second. He needs to get up there and dance. He needs to wear the Donald Trump shoes. Then he needs to get up there, kill a concert, stand in front of Trump with a bulletproof vest on while Trump talks to everybody. They do some kind of, high five or whatever. And then get on they need to hop in an old school, like, donk type car. No security, no nothing, and ride out. And that'll win him this election. That will, because Kamala's coming with Lizzo next. I think she's coming with Lizzo. And, I mean, do you blame her? I don't think the Megan Thee Stallion thing worked. Everybody was going to the concert, not the rally, I guess you would say. But, either way, I don't care. Both of them are probably not good candidates. I just like to poke a little fun at them because it's all just a big show. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm sad. I'm not still at that concert. I had a good time. I had a really good time. I just wish I wouldn't have phased out during her speech. I'm burdened by that, honestly. She needs to unburden that for me. How do you do that? Like, how are they gonna convince the American people that this is legitimate this time? Everybody already don't believe you about 2020. I'm not going to say everybody, but most people, a lot of conspiracy theorists I know don't believe in the 2020 election. I believe they took it in a way that wasn't necessarily illegal, but it's not really looked highly upon, I guess. They changed laws overnight in states so that such and such could happen, all the ballots, and could be, it's gonna stop. It's gotta stop. Yeah, what else is going on, man? I seen where now they're thinking that Mr. Crooks wasn't alone. Now, he may have been alone there that day, but he wasn't alone. How you have 3 bank accounts in offshore places? What was it? Where was it? Beirut? He had one in Beirut. Look that up for me. I know he had one in the Caymans, and I think Switzerland maybe. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. How many times has this thing's got to happen before somebody, like, how do you put a stop to all this? How do you put a stop to it? I guess the world, it's kind of like a Tootsie Roll Pop. I guess the world will never know. But it's got to stop. Did y'all know that there was over 30 presidential candidate assassinations in Mexico, I think, last year? That's wild. How come that wasn't, like, front page news? I don't know. I want people to weigh in and tell me what they think happens, whether Kamala or Trump win or lose, either or. Here's my theory on what happens. They set all this up with 2020 to put distrust in the American population for the American government. So they've already succeeded in that. So if the right-wing Republicans, the Trump, whoever, if he loses again after all of the obvious fails of the Biden administration and how people are, if you just look at the concert tickets they're selling, Kamala ain't really got her ticket sales are like, they're theaters, and Trump's are stadiums. How can that not translate to a voting scenario? Maybe the people in those stadiums aren't actually going out and voting, but they do support what he does. I don't know. I have no idea. Or are they letting dead people vote and bringing a bunch of people in to illegally get votes? Like, it has to be figured out, or this doesn't work anymore. But either way, I think if Trump loses this time, there's going to be roughly 170 million people. Let's just say statistically, half of the country voted for Kamala. Every person on the other 50% voted for Trump. That puts him almost at 170 million people that, right or wrong, are done with everything. They're going to be done with everything. And all it takes is somebody to do one person can do one stupid thing, and it can cause a catalyst in this country, especially after that. And I think probably both sides set that up in 20. Like, they're playing a game with us, and we lose regardless. Because I think if Trump wins, those people that really don't want him in there, whoever that is, are going to fuel and drive and sponsor and fund all of these little, I don't even know what you would call them, like, what would you, like, organizations and factions and all. Like, there's going to be because people, I don't think, naturally just go out and riot and burn cities down and stuff. People have to be fed. It's kind of like food. You have to be fed it, piss you off, then you go do it. Because everybody, like, I think they're going to push so hard for people to revolt if he does win on the whatever these spectrums are, whatever the other side of that is that did all that crap whenever he won. I guess it was 2016, which I didn't vote for him. I think it's going to be like what we saw in Portland and Seattle and all that, 2.0. And then the other side of whatever that was or is ain't going to take that. And when you go burning their personal businesses down, or you go looting them or dragging them out of... I remember watching after the Rodney King disaster, just terrible. Everything about that was so terrible. Them doing that to Rodney King, the things that happened after that in revolt, not with the police arguably maybe deserved it or whatever, but just dragging people. I remember I watched a video, a guy got drug out of a tractor trailer and just beat almost like to death. Just horror, like, and they caught all of it on camera. Like, I think that if you go now to how much we sampled that in, from 2016 all the way to 20 something, other 2020 or better, I think the people that sat back and watched 2020 and got mad about it and didn't nobody really do anything or prosecute these people or whatever, they're not gonna let you take their livelihoods anymore. I could care less either way, as long as you don't attack me or my family. But if you burn a building down that's owned by a corporation that's making billions and probably funding one of those sides or the other, let me do this out of your way, because I don't care. You can go in and throw water in a McDonald's fryer, burn it. I don't care. I don't care. Because I do think that big, I ain't gonna get in on that. But let's just all be really clear that no matter what happens up there, you can't turn on your fellow man down here in like local, I guess you would call it like a smaller towns. You can't go to fighting amongst yourselves for something that ultimately you don't really have any control over. I mean, I guess you got control with votes, whatever that means. But, we gotta not fight amongst ourselves about that. I love getting on social media and talking to people about politics. And I know I shouldn't, because it just stirs the pot. But I really want to know how people feel. I want to know how people feel about all that. Because I know how I feel. And I feel like, yeah, it's my entertainment to watch all of it and analyze all of it and talk about it. But it does affect people in real life. It affects us in real, me, you, everybody. So even if we don't get into it, we have to know what it is and what's kind of really going on, because what's really going on we don't even know about, and probably the people running this country don't even really know about. So we have to stay calm, put our heads together, and always remember we're bigger than them. Collectively we are bigger and can stop things or make things happen. But so few little people of a group have made us all think that we just have to kind of go home and shut up and do what either or side does to people. Neither side is really great, whatever that means. So I'm gonna cut it short. Ain't made a podcast in a month or so, trying to get back into doing it. I just really haven't had much to talk about, and I really haven't done anything much. I've just been working a whole lot. But since I went to that that Megan Thee Stallion concert the other day, I kind of wanted to drop a podcast and, just see how everybody's doing. Like, subscribe, share. Start having some guests on here soon again. Don't know who yet. It's just been super hot, and I've been out of town, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. When I started this, I didn't realize how much it actually is to get two people together for 1 hour to talk. I mean, me and my friends talk, but golly, trying to take that, edit it down. Heck, there's probably 6 or 7 more hours that goes into one episode than you ever see. So I appreciate everybody who's watched. I think I'm going to start live streaming as I shoot my podcast on a couple of sites, just to get like a raw live feel. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.
Okay.